Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So yeah, we're going to be using this book tracker and my passion planner today. So this is what it looks like printed off. You could either do like a print a page margin size or like a full fit. I believe the ones in the book are like a fill the paper type print. But yeah, so I keep a log of the books that I read using this tracker. They're really easy to put in the planner. You just print them off, trim around the edges, and tape them in. But today this is like something I've been wanting to do. So like I'm like really excited about this, guys, and I'm feeling artsy and crafty. But I'm gonna extend on this, and I'm gonna make a visual of the books that I've read. You may have noticed this by seeing some of the little book stickies off to the right. But yeah, I'm just gonna start by taking this ruler and just kind of making some bookshelves here. I'm not really measuring, I'm just trying my best to make some semi-straight lines. They don't have to be perfect. I've given up on perfect. So yeah, the main mission here is I just want to make sure that my books all fit. I would like to get 3 rows on here at least. So let's see here, that would probably be that one. So it looks like that shelf would be a little bit too high. So let's try to drag it down. And like I'm hoping that these are at least going straight across the page so that my books don't overlap. But we will find out here once we're done. And yeah, if you are new to the Passion Planner or you have one and you've been wondering what to do with these blank pages in the back, this is a way that I found to use them. And it does give me some doodling time, some artsy craftsy time, which is very rare. Like, I would love to have more of this. It makes me so happy and it's so calming. But yeah, my work schedule just doesn't allow me. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to bring out more of it here. So all right, let's get back to what we're doing here. So I'm just gonna drag these across the page. Again, I'm just making little bookshelves here. I know this is the most boring part. Like, trust me, guys, what's going on in my mind and what's about to happen on this page is not boring. This is the long, tedious process. This is the setup. I could have used washi, but I want to see if I can draw wood. I've seen it in like some doodles, but I'm curious to see if I can reproduce it. So let's see here. Oh man, these are anything but perfect. Oh, we'll see. This is for any of you watching, you just need to know here, it does not have to be perfect at all because, like planks of wood have bumps and stuff on them. So let's see here. Let's try to figure out where these go. So these are my 3 for January. And okay, originally I was just gonna like put them all in a row like this, but I just feel like that would be boring. So I want to add some seasonal stuff to this because y'all know I love seasonal things. So I was thinking if I draw one item on the bookshelf, okay, one item for that month, and then that way like I can quick look at it and be like, oh yeah, that's January, or oh yeah, that's March. So we're gonna try that out because I thought about like making little signs and like sticking them in flower pots and saying like January and that, and I was like, nah. I'm always complaining that I don't have enough doodle time, so this is going to be my doodling time, which, trust me guys, I am a beginner when it comes to doodles. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping that this turns out the way that I want it to. I mean, hey, anything is better than blank pages, right? So I just figured, you know what, I'm gonna give it a go. So I am drawing in pencil first. I know yins can't really see what I'm doing, but yeah, once I get the markers and stuff on the page, you'll be able to see what I'm doodling, which I'm just gonna let you guess. Like, if you got to pick a simple thing and like it symbolizes January, like what am I putting on this bookshelf? Oh my god, I guess we're playing like trivia. Okay, so let's see here. Let me start coloring it in. Do I want to color this first or do I want to color the wood first? I think I'm just going to go straight into my doodle, which I can't remember if I told you what it was. I'm hoping I didn't. So here you go, guys. Guess my doodle. What am I drawing and coloring in for the month of January? Which I guess this is how I'm gonna know if my doodles are any good. So let me just keep continuing coloring this in here. And again, I'm trying to get past that perfectionism thing because I do know that's what stops me from doing a lot of what I want to do. And I'm slowly getting over it. I am definitely a lot better. And I just basically doodle what I want now and I just colored it. Okay, so we got some of it done. Oh, what color do I want now? Let's try this dark blue here. I love this shade. This is probably like my favorite liner. I pretty much use it in every layout. Alright, so has anyone guessed what I'm doodling yet? Which we're almost done. Trying to think of how I want to do this. I'm trying to add detail, but I'm trying not to do too much detail. Just, you know, because we are, I'm a beginner, man. Alright, so there we go. I mean, I think I could pretty much tell you what it is now before I add the outline. And, it's a hat, guys. It's my little beanie cap that I wear when I gotta go outside and shovel snow off the car so I can go to work, right? So that, to me, that's one of the first things that I think of when I think of January. And I mean, you would find it on a bookshelf, so yeah. And you know what? I think I'm gonna add like this little yarn detail in here, try to give it like a cable knit appearance. And wow, guys, like I am really getting into it now. It's just a little bit of a confidence thing. Once you get past that, you could pretty much doodle anything. That's what I'm learning. And you know what? I think I'm just going to outline it all. I love how it makes those colors pop. And let's see here, the brim of the hat, which this was straight up the hardest thing that I had to doodle here. I wasn't quite sure how to get this to work. And I think I'm just going to leave it like that. And okay, so see, like my books are going to sit right beside it. And you know what? I got to color in the wood now. Okay, so I could either just take this rectangle here and take this brown mild liner, and I could either just, you know, outline it and fill it in as so. Alright, and again, I'm not really worrying about like making perfect lines or nothing, just coloring it in. Okay, so I could leave it like that, but I feel like adding some texture in now because I'm really pumped over that hat. Like, that is probably one of the best doodles that I've ever done. So what I've seen somebody else do here is they take these squiggly lines, right? And then they draw little circles for like knots in wood. And yeah, that is that's actually looking pretty good. I am very impressed with myself, and like I feel like I have no artistic talent at all. So yeah, that was really easy. Like, I didn't think it would be that easy to draw that in. So let's see here. Let's put my first books in, which I loved that book, that Magic Bitter, Magic Sweet. Oh my god, that was so good. Like, it is one of the craziest stories I've ever read, but the storyline in it is just fantastic. Okay, so this is what I was originally afraid of, but once I realized that I was going to be doodling some icons on here, or like symbols, icons, like whatever you want to consider them, objects, it this was no longer an issue. So let's see here. I know I'm gonna have a book because I read 3 in January, so I got a book on the first part of the shelf, which means my doodle has to be right after it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just color in this wood again. Get this done with. It's like, okay, this is definitely gonna be longer than what I originally planned for, but I'm really liking how this is turning out. So I'm kind of excited to see what the next shelf is going to look like. And let's darken up some of those because, you know, it just kind of adds some like depth and texture to it. And okay, so let's see here. The followed by Frost, which was another good book, which, yeah, as you can see, I was on a Charlie Holmberg binge here. Those books kept me going in the winter months. Okay, they're like all good. Like all of those 3 are like 5 out of 5. So, okay, now we're gonna go back to playing. Let's name that Doodle. So, this would be my February Doodle, and trying to think here, trying to play in my mind, and I kind of like that, and then it's like, nah, that's like too much. Okay, so let's try this again here. Ooh, wonder what this one's going to be. I bet you most of you probably already guessed this by now, because, I mean, this is a pretty standard shape. It's also one of the reasons why I picked it, because it's really easy to draw. And at the same time, like, I lived off of this in February. It's like, seriously, my go-to. I don't know what it is about February that makes me crave this, but I do. So, let's go ahead and start coloring this in. So, let's see if any of you can guess what I'm doodling. I need my red mild liner. There we go. And, oh, yeah. Okay, let's outline this puppy. And, okay, shade the handle in. And I bet Yen's got it now. This is a cute little steaming mug of hot cocoa with some marshmallows. And I'm just going to add like little hearts and stuff because, you know, it's February. Why not? That's my little love mug. Okay, let's see here. Okay, and now I just got to do the outline, which I am using my Fudasuki, I believe. I'm not even quite sure how you even pronounce this. Fudensuki? I don't know. I just know it's a soft tip. And I love doodling with it because, like, I don't know, like, I love the variation of the brush strokes when you're doodling. So there we go, there's my hot cocoa. And let's add some gray here to the steam and a little bit around the edges of the marshmallows, which were probably the hardest thing to draw on this. I'm going to leave the little hearts alone. I like how they look. So let's see here. I read Veins of Gold, which, I mean, it was good. It's probably not one of my favorites. I kind of wish they went into more detail, but then again, I could have just been like burned out from work and snow and stuff whenever I was reading it. But I mean, it was okay. Like, if I had the chance, I would read it again. But I just wish it went into a little bit more detail, kind of like Star Mother. And I mean, Magic Bitter, Magic Sweet was just like loaded. There were no questions. I mean, you were confused whenever you were reading it, but it all made sense in the end. Veins of Gold, not so much. So, I mean, it was good. It was entertaining. I'm just saying, like, I thought there was going to be another book. But hey, let's get back to doodling this wood, which I feel like I am like a professional wood doodler now. Like, I can draw any wood bookshelf. Okay, let's shade this in with that mild liner. And okay, so what is next? Oh my god, yeah, Smoking Summons. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that this is a good story. I read it at the wrong time in my life. I don't know if this is what was giving me nightmares, but yeah, I guess you could say like chemically imbalanced. Towards middle and end of February, basically my body started attacking itself. Great. And yeah, I was having these crazy nightmares that were giving me like a sleep paralysis type thing, and I am wondering if it came from that book. Which there are more in that book, okay? I would love to read them, but I'm not gonna go there. So yeah. Um okay, so let's move on to March's Doodle. We even forgot to play Name That Doodle, but I'm pretty sure that you guys know what I'm gonna be doodling here, because yeah, March, and they're green and they're four-leaved, so I got my little planner of four-leaf clovers. And you know what? I figure, why not? I'm just gonna doodle a little rainbow on the side of this planner because it looks cute. And it's like the rainbow, the pot of gold and the rainbow. So let's try to add some more color to this little planner pot, which this is like, I don't know, this is seriously cracking me up, guys, because if you would have asked me like 2 weeks ago if I was going to be doodling just something as simple as a planner, I would have told you no, I can't. But yeah, there's just something about today that is, I'm calm. I'm calm enough. Like barely any anxiety, and it's just seems to be going so well. Do I want the brim of this to match? I think so. I think we're just gonna make it a blue pot. I was thinking about making it rainbow, and I was like, Sally, you're doing good. Like, how about we just stick with this? So we're just gonna have a full little blue pot. And let's see here. I gotta color in my rainbow. I think I'm just gonna go with the standard red, orange, yellow. Maybe a green. Because, I mean, that does lead to the blue. Guess I don't get purple on there, but, my rainbow's only so big, guys. He's a little guy. So let's just get that green on there. That looks great. And, okay, so I do need to outline this. Alright. Let's start with the planter. Whoops. My page kind of bulks up because I used the page extenders, so yeah. Well, hey, like I said, we are not going for perfection, okay? We are going for done. I want something that I could flip back to and just be like, yes, I made that. So let's make these little four-leaf clovers here. And there we go. So there's March. And, oh god, sounds like my son's coming. Okay. Alright, he's passing us by here. So, okay, let's just keep planning away. Thought I was gonna get interrupted there, guys. I did not. So, let's see. Okay, so I got my 2 other books on there, which Winter in Wonderland, that was hilarious. I love that. As you noticed, I did need a break from Charlie, okay? That last book, that about killed me. So, okay, so it looks like I need Life After Coffee. And And yeah, I printed off 2 of those. Not quite sure what was happening there. And I am missing some of these. It looks like I need to maybe print these off. Oh, I might have to go back to the sprocket. Okay, so let's see here. Nothing in the pocket. Okay, nobody's hiding. Alright. So, there we go. There's my little HP sprocket printer, and yeah, so I cut this out of the video just because it is a long process here, but I went ahead and screenshotted the rest of the books and printed them off with the HP sprocket, which it like prints on like a photo sticky paper, which is what I've been using, but just in case if you're unfamiliar with this wonderful little gadget, it works by Bluetooth and it is fantastic. I love it. I love using it for memory planning. And okay, let's see here. What can we get doodled up for April? I'm wondering how difficult this is going to be here. So, okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and color these in before I work on the wood. So let's see here. We're in April, so we're gonna be bringing out some of these bright pastels, which I love how this page is turning out, guys. Like, it is so colorful. It's so colorful, and it's very easy to track my reading. And it doesn't look blah. Like, I think that's what was holding me back is, like, I was just going to take brown washi tape and just drag it across the page and put my books on it. And something just kept telling me, like, you could do better. So I'm really happy that I waited. Okay, what else can I do? I need, like, a bright pink. So, yeah, if you haven't guessed it yet, these are Easter eggs. And I'm trying my best to keep an oval shape here. That's a very difficult shape to doodle. So let's see here. We got one that's striped, and I'm gonna add some dots because I don't know. I think of colorful dots. Like, April to me and like Easter is like round. It brings round to mind. Like, because you got little baby peeps, round bunnies. I don't know. Easter eggs, even the chocolate peanut butter ones, they're round. Yeah, Easter. Oh, yeah, April. Okay, I did not have the best of Aprils because, you know, like, my body was fighting itself from February, March, and April. But, yeah, April is normally one of my favorite months just because it is getting warmer outside. Okay, let's see here. Let's shade some of those in again. And yeah, I just realized that I did do a boo-boo, guys. Kind of messed up. I got a little too into the doodling, and I think it was to break with the HP sprocket here, but I was supposed to put on my Life After Coffee after the whole March thing, because remember I read it in March. And then I came back and doodled up Easter eggs because I was like, that would be cool to draw that. I'm gonna go ahead and just finish up my plank of wood here since I'm a professional wood plank drawer now. Just took me one time. Okay. So, yeah, see here, this is what I'm meaning here because I did read Life After Coffee after March, which, yeah, you could pretty much tell I wasn't feeling my best because my reading went from 3 books to just 1 for the month. So, yeah, March was pretty tough. But, okay, see, like, I can't even cover them up, and I'm not even gonna cover them up. So, let's see here. I know when I read this book, and it doesn't really matter to me, and like I said, I'm not a perfectionist, so there you go. Life After Coffee, you get to go beside the Easter eggs. And, well, I mean, that gives me a chance to break these up too. So, let's see. let's just go right back to the wood. At least I know what I'm doing when I'm coloring this in, okay? It feels like nothing can go wrong whenever I'm doing this. So let's add in those little knots and squiggly lines again. This is, I'm still like very impressed with how this is turning out. And it's fun. Like, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm hoping that Jim's having fun watching me make my silly doodles. Okay, so I'm gonna put her down just to make sure that I got it on here. And okay, so now I gotta come up with something for May. What can I doodle for May? Okay, so what is it? April showers bring May flowers type thing. So, like, I know I got my shamrocks down there, but you know what? I think I'm gonna put another little planter on here, and maybe this is like a little house planter for like little flowers. And oh my god, I've always sucked whenever I drew flowers. So let's see here, guys. Sometimes I can do amazing things if I know I'm being filmed. There's just something about filming that, like, I don't know, brings out the best of me. So let's see here. I guess you can't really name this doodle because I told you what I was doodling. But, wow. Like, okay, this is actually, it's actually looking like what I want it to. Man, I got it in me today. Okay, so let's, okay, I'm not quite sure how I feel about those leaves. It kind of does look like kindergarten-y a little bit. I think I can do better. Okay, and I just want to color this in. So I think that's it. I think I'm going to put the pencil down and let's start coloring these Mayflowers. And okay, so I want what? Yellows, pinks, probably what? Purples? Because, you know, it's like spring, like May is really when spring starts getting into it. Because, you know, it's right before summer, so at least in my half of the hemisphere. And okay, let's throw some orange in here too, because I feel like I haven't used orange other than that rainbow. So, okay. Now I think I'm gonna go ahead and just start outlining from here. Let's try to like add some depth to this. So I got some flowers, overlapping flowers. Okay, and let's see here. This is my little daisy. Which, he's so cute. Okay, and let's see, there's their little stems and their little leaves. And then these are just like little tiny flowers to, you know, make it not so boring. They're just like little cotton candy balls, you know. Okay, and alright, where am I going at now? Okay, so let's do the big guys in a dark green. And let's get that shamrock lime green going here. Okay. And what do I do with the pot now? Because I've used like every freaking color. So, like, I wish I had a terracotta color. Which I guess Marigold would be. Is it Marigold? Marigold? I don't even know what it is. But, I guess it would be the closest to a terracotta. But, you know what? I started thinking sunshine because this was whenever I was wanting to get outside a lot more because the weather started getting better. So I'm gonna put a sunshine on my pot. And okay, so now I just got to finish outlining the rest of this. Which, okay, I will say that my planter pot looks better with the shamrocks, but hey, whatever, done. It's on there and we know what it is. So let's go ahead and put Starfather on there, which I waited for this book to come out. Okay, after reading Star Mother, I was like, okay, I want to know more about the story. But of course, I had to wait until May for Starfather to be released. And okay, so now we're getting into June, which apparently May was a slow reading month because I only read one book too. So I'm actually like kind of liking this visualization here because it's making me realize like there's certain times of the year where I read a lot and then there's like a little reading. At least it's no reading. Like, you know what I mean? Like it could be worse, there could be no books. Kind of like what it looks like for March, but you and I both know I read Life After Coffee. Okay, so June. June is the beginning of summer. So you want to taste that summer, and of course, the days are starting to get hot. At least we think they are. Little do we know that, hotter days are coming. But, yeah, in June, it's like, oh my god, it's so hot outside. I need a cold sippy. And yeah, I'm gonna let Jins know I can't keep this to myself here. I'm trying my best to doodle a glass of lemonade. Trying to figure out how to get this orange wedgie um, across the top of the glass, I guess. So, like, I know you would be able to see some of it. So, like, maybe something like this. Okay, so that's my little lemon wedge and my lemonade. And okay, let's see here. Let's try to outline the glass, which is all beveled. Okay, so see, that's my glass, and I think I kind of made a whoopsies there by doing that, but let's see if we could get it to blend in because it is a lemon wedge and they have segments. So, I mean, probably not as many segments as what I'm putting in it, but that's going to help blend it away. Okay, so there we go. There's my lemon wedge. Okay, let's take this darker yellow, make the rim. I'm gonna shade that in a bit. I feel like I need to do something with this because it's just kind of blah, and that is like, oh my god, like, I don't know. Okay, maybe if I use wider ones. I don't know, guys. You get the gist of what I'm making here. Okay, would this help it? Like, I will have to sit and say, like, this is the doodle that I'm not, like, the most about, like, but, this is probably the most intricate one that I've doodled. Like, my knitted hat, like, I'm just like, yeah, so, like, maybe I need a break. So, but, I mean, hey, it could have been a lot worse. I mean, we still know it's a glass of lemonade, so that's all that matters. And okay, so let's see here. I'm going to put on Spellbreaker and Spellmaker, which these were good. I really like these. I like the concept of the story and the characters, so those were definitely worth reading. And I do have one more book for June, so it is going to have to go on the next page, but I never printed it off. But I think this is a good enough spot to stop in. So yeah, again, I used the book tracker. So this is where I'm keeping a log of the books I read and their ratings and how I felt about them. And just to go one step further, I used those blank pages in the back of the Passion Planner to make my little book list. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. I greatly appreciate it. And please remember to hit that like and subscribe button to see more Plan With Me's.